Good morning, children. Today I am going to teach you 3rd standard EVS. In that lesson, Plant Kingdom. Okay. Children, you know that in our surrounding, we can see number of plants. Small, big. Is it? So in this lesson, you are going to study about different types of plants and the uses of plants and how we living organism depend upon plants. Okay, let's move to the lesson. Children, look here. As you know that we can see various types of plant around us. They are of different shape. We can see different size, and we can see the branches also varies. Some of them are less branches. Some of them are many in branches. Leaves also vary. Some of them leaves are different from the other leaves. Some leaves are small, some are big. Isn't it? They also share many of the common features of the characters. Is it? So, come to the plant. The plant have different part. If you see the plant have root, stem. In the stem, we can see leaves, flower, fruit. Is it? Yes. Come to the parts of a plant. All parts of plant or all plants have leaves. Is it? If you see the plant, every plants have leaves. They bear flowers as well as fruits. If you see the plant, in the plant you can see in the stem part, flower, fruit. Then number of leaves, isn't? They have stem above the soil and root below the soil. Just take a plant or observe the plant. If you see the plant, you can see the stem part above the soil and root part below the soil. Isn't it, children? Yes. The root, what is the function of the root? The roots absorb the water from the soil. Is it? Root also hold a plant in the soil and stabilize it. It will help in holding the soil. The soil will be holded by the plant. They also help the plant to absorb the food, water, and it will start growing, isn't? The stem part, if you come to the stem part, see here in this picture, the root which is present below the soil. Root, it will helps to absorb the water, isn't? Here it should be a root. Okay, the root that is present below the soil. Come to the upper surface, stem. The stem is present above the soil. So, the stem has consist of leaves, fruit, flower. Okay, no children? By seeing the plant, we can see different types of plants. Some plants are small, some plants are big. The size, shape, it will vary. Is it no? So some of them are small plants like herbs, shrubs, climbers, creepers. Big one, trees. Is it no? Types of plants are the size and the shape of the plant differ. How they differ? Depending upon the climate and other condition. Is it no? Tall trees like pine, fir, they will grow in the mountain region, children. These plants, these trees, it will grow for hundreds of years. It stay for hundreds of years. Okay, no? If you see the cactus or the date palms, where we can see this one in dry regions where the weather is hot and there is a scarcity of water. We can see cactus plant as well as the date palm. Okay, come to the coconut tree where it will grow. Coconut tree grown on the sea coast, especially where the water is available in large. Okay, no? See, they grow along the coastline of southern states of India, especially. You can see in Kerala side. It's more in number. Isn't it, children? Yes. Areas that have heavy rainfall and home are to thick green rainforest, we can see this coconut. Okay, no? See, the trees, the plants are classified into small and big one. Big plant are called as trees. See us. What about the trees? What is the features of the tree? Strong. It is strong. It will grow tall and it is a big plant. We call them as trees. If you see the tree, the stem is hard. Yes, the stem is hard and strong. See the tree. If you see the tree, the stem is so hard, children, and it is very strong when compared to the herbs, shrubs, climbers, and creepers. Okay, see here. Strong, tall, and big plants are called trees. Trees have hard and strong stem. We call that one as trunk. What is the color of it? Yes, it is usually brown in color. If you see the trees, the trunk, and it's usually brown in color. Is it no? Yes. If you see the tree, it has many branches. Example of the tree, we can see mango, neem, peepal, banyan, or example of the trees. See, what about the other plants? As you know that plants have different types. Herbs, shrubs, climbers, creepers, and trees. Come to the shrubs. What is the main feature of this shrub? How is it? Example, we can take rose. If you see the rose, how the rose plant will look like? Here, the plant with thin woody stem. We call it as shrubs. They are smaller than trees. Very good. They are smaller than trees. But the stem is little woody. Okay. Example, rose, hibiscus, tulsi are few example of these shrubs. Okay, now after the trees, we can see the shrubs have woody stem. What about the other type of the plant? Come to the herbs. Okay, small plant with soft green stem we called as herbs. Example, grass, mint, coriander are few examples of these herbs. Okay, children, if you see the coriander, mint, just touch it. Its stem is so soft and green in color. We call such plants as herbs. Yes, we call it as herbs. So some plant like pea plant, money plant, they also have weak stem. Because of weak stem, they can't stand straight. They need support. So the plant which need support to stand, we call them as climbers. Yes, climbers means the plant need support to grow. They need the support for growing. We call them as climbers. Okay, see, look here. Some plants like pea, money plant have weak stem, isn't? They cannot stand straight on their own. What they need? Yes, they need support of another tree or a wall to grow upward. Such plants are called climbers. We call them as climbers. Okay. So, we came to know about trees, shrubs, herbs, climbers. Other group of plants are creepers. They will creep on the ground. Like some pumpkin, watermelon. They will not stand also. Their stem is soft. They will creep on the ground. They will grow on the ground. So that's why we gave the name as creepers. Okay, now children, we call them as creepers. Plants like pumpkin and gourd have weak stem. They grow along the ground. Such plants we call them as creepers. Example, watermelon you have sown, no? They will also grow on ground. Pumpkin also grown on ground. Okay. But other group of plants are also there. They will grow in water. What we call them? We call them water plants or aquatic plants. Okay. Plant like lily, water lily, lotus. It will grow on water, grown in water. We call them water plants or aquatic plants. These plants grow in water. We call such plants which will grow in water as a water plant or aquatic plant. Okay. So children, we learnt about different types of plants. That is trees, shrubs, herbs, climbers, creepers and aquatic plants. Come to the next. What plants will give? Okay. Production of food. As you know, children, plants prepare their own food. They will not depend on other organisms for their food. In their body itself, they prepare their own food. How? By using certain materials like chlorophyll, sunlight, water, carbon dioxide. By using these things, they will prepare their own food. So, plants are the only living things that can make their own food. They will not depend upon other living organisms for their food. Because they have chlorophyll pigment, they use sunlight, they will absorb the water and carbon dioxide from the surrounding, they will start preparing the food by the process called as photosynthesis. Photo means light. Synthesis means collecting. The plant collect the light from the sun and start preparing the food. We call that process as photosynthesis. Okay. So plants are the only living things that can make their own food. Isn't it, children? Only plants which contain pigment, that is chlorophyll, can make their own food. Non-green plants are also present like mushroom, fungi, bread mold. They get the food from the soil. They're non-green plant, means they doesn't contain chlorophyll pigment. Okay. Plants take in carbon dioxide, you know that, and gives out oxygen during photosynthesis process. Yes, green plants prepare their own food by a process called photosynthesis. Means collecting the light process, they start preparing the food. First, they take carbon dioxide from the surroundings. They absorb water from the root. In presence of sunlight and chlorophyll pigment, they start preparing the food. That food we call it as carbohydrates or glucose. With that, the plant releases the oxygen. Okay. So plants take in carbon dioxide and gives out oxygen. The process involved in photosynthesis. For this process, sunlight is an important component in this process. If sunlight is not there, photosynthesis reaction will not take place. Plants will not prepare their own food. So plants mainly depends upon sunlight for preparing their own food. Okay, now. So at night, when there is no sunlight, photosynthesis cannot take place. Okay, children? See here, living things depend on plants. Yes, living organisms, they will depend upon plants directly or indirectly for so many purpose, children. Which are those? Let's study. Okay. People and animal cannot prepare their food like plants, is it? Yes. We cannot prepare our own food. We depend upon plants for the food. They depend upon plants for food and many other things, isn't? They depend upon plants for food and many other things. We will depend upon the plant for food and other things also. Look here. Cereals are the seeds of some plants. Which are the cereals? You know that rice, jowar, bajra, millet, and corn are cereals. Cereals are also called as grains, or we call it as food grains. They are especially grown for consumption, means for eating purpose. We will eat rice, wheat, jowar, bajra, millet, barley, and corn. So these are usually meant for eating purpose or for consumption. The seeds of some plants, we call it as pulses. Example, moong dal, urad dal. Different dal is an example of pulses. They are rich in proteins. Yes, they are rich in protein content. Example, moong dal and urad dal is an example of pulses. Okay. Then seeds of plants such as groundnut, sesame, sunflower are crushed to make oil. We need oil also. So from where we will get the oil? We get the oil from some of the seeds of the plant like groundnut, sesame, sunflower. These seeds we will crush to get oil. Okay, no children? See here, we depend upon plants for cereals, for pulses, for oil, and for other things also, we depend upon plants. Many tree bears fruits, is it? You have seen that. We will eat the fruits. We like to eat fruits. These are eaten raw also, and some of the fruits they are dry and afterwards they will eat. Almond, cashew nut, is it? They are all dry fruits. Look here. Many trees bear fruit, is it no? These are eaten raw. Fruits are rich in vitamins and minerals. Example of the fruits, mango, apple, banana, orange, and so on are some of the common fruits. But fruits are also dried. How they will dry? Under the sun or by using special dryers. Dry fruits we can keep for so many days. Isn't no? Dried fruits have longer shelf life. It can be kept for so many days when compared to the raw fruits. Okay. Some plants have edible parts. Which are those edible parts which we can eat? Edible part means the part we can eat it. Edible. Eatable part. For example, leaves, isn't? Spinach leaves we will eat. Stem, sugarcane stem. Roots, carrot, we are eating. So we depend upon plants for fruits. Either dry fruits or raw fruits. And we depend upon plants for the edible part like stem part, leaves part, root part. Okay. Cakes and chocolates are sweets, is it? What they contain? They contain sweet, sugar. They contain sugar. We make sugar from which plant? Sugarcane plant. Chocolate is also derived from cocoa seeds from plants, is it? The spices that gives flavor to our food, it is also come from plants. Clove, black pepper, cumin, seeds and cardamom are common spices. Isn't it, children? See here, from this we came to know that from the plants we get sweet or sugar, especially sugarcane plant. We will get cocoa that is used to make chocolate that is obtained from plant. Some of the plant like clove, Black pepper, cumin seeds, cardamom is also obtained from plants, which is used as spices that will give flavor to our food, that adds a taste to our food. Okay. Along with that, what other things we get from plant? We get some of the fibers which is used to make cloths, isn't? Example, cotton, jute, coir is example of the plant fibers which is used to make cloths. See, look here. We get fibers such as jute, cotton and linen from plant. We make things like cloths, sheets, bags, ropes with this. Is it no? From the cotton we will make cloths, jute also, linen also. They used to make cloths, bags, ropes and so many other things. So we will get fiber from the plant. Is it no? From which we make fabric. And the next, for what we depend upon plant. We make many medicines from plants. Some of the plants from which we get medicine, we call it as medicinal plants. Commonly we will use turmeric as a medicinal plant, isn't? Tulsi, neem, ginger, etc. we will use as medicinal plant. The plant have certain medicinal value. We call them as medicinal plants. So look here. We make many medicines from plants. Yes. From the plants, we will extract so many medicines. Okay. Quinine is a medicine which will cure malaria also. Is made from the bark of cinchona tree. One tree name cinchona. From that tree, we will extract the quinine, which is used to make, which is used to cure malaria, which is used to cure malaria disease. Okay. Neem, tulsi, turmeric, garlic, and many herbs are used to make different medicines. Especially we are commonly using neem in home, tulsi, turmeric, garlic for curing so many diseases like cold, cough. We will use these herbs for different purpose for treating the disease. Okay, no? Then for what we depend upon plant? We depend upon plant for paper, isn't? For rubber. See here. Paper you will use for writing. Paper for writing, printing. From where it will get? It is obtained from bamboo and eucalyptus trees. Okay. Paper for writing and printing is made from bamboo and eucalyptus tree, which we are using for writing purpose. Rags of cotton are also used to make paper. Okay, so we depend upon plants for paper also, for making paper. Bicycle and car tires. And many other things are made from rubber. Isn't no children? We get rubber from a rubber tree. If you see in our surroundings, there are number of vehicles. That vehicles are made up of, that vehicles contain tires. The tires is made from rubber. We get this rubber from rubber tree. We get rubber from rubber tree. Okay. We get gum also. From which tree? From acacia tree. Okay. And we depend upon plants for making different materials like table, chair, door, window are made from wood. That is, get from plant. Okay. The wood of trees like teak, sal and shisham is used to make furnitures. In our home, we will bring the furnitures that is obtained from trees. From which trees we are commonly using? Teak, sal, and we can see rosewood, teakwood. Is it? From this we will make the furnitures. In some places, houses are made of wood also, that is obtained from plant. Softwood is used to make matchstick and packing cases, whereas hardwood is used to make chair, table, doors, windows, furnitures. Okay. Okay, now children, in today's class, you learnt about different types of plants. They are trees, shrubs, herbs, climbers, creepers, and aquatic plants. And then you learnt about the process of photosynthesis, where plants prepare their own food by using sunlight, water, carbon dioxide, and chlorophyll. And you learned that living organisms depend on plant for so many purposes, like for making of wood, furnitures, getting the sugar, for medicines, for getting the paper and gums. We depend upon the plant for various purposes. Okay. In the next class, I am going to continue the same lesson. I hope you understood the lesson. Anyhow, we will meet you in the next class. Until then, have a good day. Bye.